Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good health. Today I received a package from my dear friend Cookie. She let me know it was coming, that way I knew to watch for it, but let's open it up and let's see what we got here. Oh, very well protected. A little enjoy your painting. Let's check out this painting here. I'm in love. I absolutely adore this painting. And when she and I were chatting about it, I could not believe that this is just an acrylic pour that she did. There's no brush strokes or anything in this painting, and I can't make a tree. No matter what I do to save my life, it comes out looking like a horrible looking tumbleweed, so I'm so jealous. But Cookie, I am in love with my painting. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to hang this by my work area. Let's get into the box and see what else we got. Set the painting off to the side. Tell my son he's got to mount that later. So many goodies. So many goodies. This is, it says Dove soap for use with clouds. And I've heard of people microwaving soap to make clouds with, but I've never actually seen it. So I'm actually really excited because I've had a project planned for a while and I've been going, how am I going to do these clouds? So thank you, Cookie. You solved my cloud issue. I cannot wait to use this. So fluffy. Very fluffy. So much goodies in this box, you guys. I'm just... Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Cookie. I love everything in this box. Let's see, we have a little Ziploc baggie with some little stuffs in it. Let's see what these are. Ah, inlays. She sent me the flower inlays she showed me that she made several months ago. Thank you so much, Cookie. I am excited to use these. Yes, I love them. And we have thank you, Cookie. I live in Texas, and for the life of me, I cannot find dandelions. And I've been eating dandelion seeds for ever. And thank you so much for getting me some and sending them to me. These are amazing. And I gotta say, it's a very smart way to package them because they definitely did not take no damage. A little skull container. Oh, he's so cute. Let's see if I can get him open with my broken hands here. These are little knobs that she made, and she sent them so I can make molds if I wanted to. Super cute. Definitely will be making these. I may not use them for knobs, but they will make a great little mold to make little foot stands for things. So thank you. Girl, you packaged this box so good. Let's see, what do we have here? If this is what I think this is, oh my goodness, I am so excited. I remember you showing me this on Messenger and said you were going to make a mold out of it. And now that I'll be able to make my own mold. Ah, yep, the turtle on the flower. I'm definitely going to be making a mold out of this because these are so cute. I'm loving the little turtles. The flower is just beautiful. I cannot wait to get some silicone and pour this mold. We are going to have so much fun with all of this stuff in this box. Let's see, what do we have here? A little bird candle holder. Yep, definitely going to be making a mold out of this. Definitely. Thank you, Cookie. Cookie's one of my best friends. We spend a lot of time on Messenger, going back and forth, talking to each other, showing each other stuff, just having casual conversation. And this box means so much to me. There's so much in here, and it's just so fabulous. We got some silver flake. Definitely going to be using that. And at this, I was worried. I was like, I don't even know what to do with this stuff. But then she showed me what she used it for. And yes, please. She used it for coral in some beach themed stuff that she made. And it's amazing. It is amazing. It's just little thin strands of stuff. I'm not exactly sure what you call it. And we got some little flip-flops, and I think those are flip-flops. I can't see if those are the ones I'm showing. Yes, flip-flops. I'm so sorry. Just little beach-themed things that I can make a mold out of, and I'll definitely be using these in some projects as well, the ones that are already made, because it'll probably take me a century to make a mold, but definitely. So those are going to be adorable. And some syringes. These can be used, even though they're supposed to be little party favors. These are excellent for using with your resin because of the way they're made. They have the tip off to the side versus in the center, so you can actually see what you're doing when pressing out the resin. So thank you, Cookie. Those are great. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, some little necklaces. I want to say they're macrame necklaces, but I'm not that smart. Oh, the little lighthouse so I can make a mold. Oh, it's so cute. Look at that. And then that's really cool. It holds the little ball in it, and then she sent me an extra. That is so cool. Yeah, these are awesome. I love these. And ooh, skeletons and bones and hands and oh yes, there's lots of stuff in that little package that's going to be fun for this month. And my phone was fixing to die, so I needed my son to bring me a charger cord. We have little smiley face confettis. Those are going to be cute. I have an idea to use those in, so those are going to be adorable. And she sent me a wick stick. Thank you. I need a wick stick. I've been going to make candles, and I keep telling myself I need to get a wick stick. And I just never think to do it. There's the little skeletons. We got bones. We got glow-in-the-dark hands. So these are going to be super cool. Super cool. And the skeletons are all jointed, so they could be manipulated in multiple ways inside a piece. And let me get the cord plugged in here and get the phone plugged in before we die, and this video turns into a whole wreck. Oh, and the spider rings that I was wanting so much that you got some of. Thank you. Oh, and she sent me my initial, because my name is Elizabeth, but I go by Liz. The only person who calls me Elizabeth is my father. Oh, yes. Pretty little fabric flowers. Gonna do something really great with those. Ooh, what do we have in here? Oh, it's Halloween confettis. The little table. Oh, yes. We're actually going to use some of these tonight. We're definitely going to use some of these tonight because I can't wait. I have a mold that I've been waiting to use for probably 6 months. It's still sitting wrapped up in the package. And I have been thinking of 1,000 things to do with it and have not done one. But these are going to make me use it. And we have more moss and that crepey, stringy stuff. So that's so cool. It's got a moss rock in there. Oh, Cookie, you did me so good in this package, girl. And oh, the little medicine cups. Thank you so much. I've been needing some of these. I'm running out of space on my table to set them. Can you tell? Oh, little foam balls. Now, I've been wondering how well these will work in resin. I have been seeing some people use them for a few things, and I have an idea for these. Another package of the little medicine cups for mixing up small amounts of resin. Cookie, thank you. You're so thoughtful. And we got, oh, the little abalone rocks. Girl. Thank you so much. Yep. Somebody's messaging me on Messenger. Probably somebody wanting to play a video game. They can wait. Be patient, children. Be patient. You guys know what I'm doing late at night. And that was just an empty jar, which are going to come in really handy. More dandelions. And what do we have here? Oh, more little confettis and stuff. These are little seashells and beach theme type confettis. So those are adorable. Oh, girl. The things I'm going to do with this box. Ho, 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 ho. That didn't sound right, did it? Yeah. Good thing we're probably all adults on my, well, hopefully all adults on my channel. I do set it for adult only. Oh, I am in love with this. I cannot wait to make a mold out of this. But, oh, girl, the way you poured this is beautiful. Oh, my goodness. Now, she made the lighthouse molds herself from Little Lighthouse that she's had. And I am grateful that she sent me a copy out of her mold so that I can pour my own molds out of them. And a little fishy. Oh, I love this little fishy. Oh, these rocks are gorgeous. Girl, you gotta let me know what kind of rocks these are. I'm gonna have to message you on Messenger later and ask you because those are pretty. And some fake snow. Yes. I have a mold for these that I need that for. That I got for the Christmas in July collab, but it didn't get here in time. And more fake moss. Girl, everything in this box is just absolutely amazing, Cookie. Thank you so much for thinking of me and throwing all of this in here and shipping it out to me. I mean, so many things that I have looked at on different websites and went, well, I'm going to have to wait till I can afford that, or, you know, just a girl. And I don't get to Dollar Tree and she does. And so the fact that you thought of me while picking some of this stuff up, it really I feel special. Thank you so much, Cookie. I appreciate everything in here, and there's nothing in this box that I am not going to use. Everything in here is stuff that I'm just excited to use. I'm excited to make molds out of the stuff that you sent me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And girl, that painting. Man, my son was going to fight for that painting, and I told him, I will reverse birth you if you touch that. So yeah, the painting will remain with me. He will not be stealing it. But here's the mold I have had for months, and I have just, like I said, 1,000 things I wanted to do with it and just never did any. I can't be the only one. But we're going to use some of these little confetti glitters in there because it's Halloween. Well, it's the month of Halloween. And we're going to do Halloween things this month. Maybe a few things that aren't Halloween themed because I got way too much cool stuff in that box to stick to just Halloween. But this is going to be a Halloween thing. Because, yes, please, I need to use these. Let me just pick out a few of them that I want to put in there. If I could just throw a handful in, I would, but I just think it would get cluttered and we'd miss it out. Oh, a little black kitty cat. We got a bat. We got a purple spider. We got a gold spider web. We have silver spooky that I've set down there. A pretty little moon. And drop something. I will tell you, setting these on the mat was probably not the smartest thing I've ever done because it did stick. We have a black spider. I have a little black kitty cat that would love to be in there because he stuck to my thumb. This is great. I found a little purple boo. I found a pumpkin. I found a tombstone in there. This is R.I.P. We're going to use the HTV Ronce alcohol ink that's made for candle coloring because it does work good. Now, I don't know if over time that these something happens to these inks, but it smells like somebody peed in a fish and put it outside in the hot, humid heat. I don't know how else to explain what this black ink smelled like, but it's so bad. My son covered his face and just looked at me like, what did you do? And I'm like, it's the ink. It is the ink. But it does color very well, but oh man, the odor is just, it's horrible. I mean, I don't smell fumes and stuff coming off of my resin, so I don't always remember to put on the respirator. But man, when I break open one of these inks, I am quickly reminded you need a mask on your face because this is nasty. But we'll go ahead and get this all stirred in. Ugh. I can smell it just thinking about it, and that is so bad. And please forgive the analogy if it offended anyone, but that is literally what this ink smelled like. Like somebody had peed in a fish, stuck the fish out in the humid, hot Texas air, and let it just rot. It was so bad. And I'm noticing with a lot of the colors that's happened, like the purples, the dark purples, just pretty much, I mean, it's getting to a point where if it's a dark color, it has that odor after a while, and that's not okay. I mean, I would expect it to smell like alcohol, but not like somebody peed in a fish in the heat. That's just, it wasn't good. I'm kind of gagging thinking about it. So like I said, I apologize if my analogies offended anyone, but it's really the only way I can describe it. And we're going to use a little bit of the Rolio interference powder that I've got in here just to give it a tinge of color and see if it works out. And I'm looking for the orange, but I don't think I found the orange in all honesty. You'll see why. I thought it looked orange in the bucket, in the little jar, but apparently my eyes are getting worse than I thought because I saw orange where this magical color pumped up. And I will link everything down in the description that I have. The confetti I won't be able to link because I believe that was purchased at Dollar Tree. But for the mold, for the inks, if you're into those kind, I mean, it's every brand I've ever purchased. So it's not just this one that smells like that. Every brand of alcohol ink I've ever purchased has that odor. So please don't let that deter you. Just know, wear a mask when you use them. And definitely the Rolio powders. Excuse me. Now let me see if I can get this packaging opened. And these are the interference powders. And see, now honestly, it looks orange, does it not? If you could see just around that little edge, as quick as I managed to show it, it looks orange. It does not go into the resin. That color for some reason. It also floats all the way to the top, so I don't know if that's common with interference powders, that it will float to the top. Now you see it. It's orange, right? You see that? It is orange. That is not what color it turns in the resin. Oh, yeah, it looks like it did. It does look like it did, but yeah, once we mix it in, it's a whole new flavor. But we're going to use a good amount since it's a dark ink, and I don't know how much of this stuff to use, if you can use a little or if you have to use a lot when it comes to dark inks. But you see it's starting to turn purple. You guys saw it in the jar, and on the lid it was orange. I'm thinking maybe I should have used my coral, but I didn't do the coral one from Saya because I said, oh, but it's got blue in it too, and blue's not a Halloween color. Well, apparently neither is orange according to this interference powder, because orange turned purple. And then I have this orange glitter. I'm going to tell you, orange hates me. Do you see what it did? It hit that and turned green. I don't know. I give up. I really just give up when it comes to oranges, you guys. They are not friends. So it just gives it a hint of sparkle. And I'm okay with a hint of sparkle. It shouldn't be too much green in the piece. Let me clean up my mess here. I apologize for the buzzing. Somebody's not taking no for an answer. But I'm going to spray down in these side pieces because I don't want bubbles in this. And looking at it, there's probably a really good chance of bubbles. And squish it all down in there. Make sure the whole thing is moist. Give it a little massage, a little squishing. And then we're going to go ahead and pour our resin. I've managed to stay pretty clean so far. Fingers crossed. It's still a cool color for Halloween. It really is. Pour that in and let it run down into the sides. And I can see some bubbles over there on the edges. But I'm going to keep pouring. Maybe it's just empty space. Yep, it's bubbles. Let's see if we can squeeze, pinch, poke, pull, just to try to get it out of there. Get the resin up in there where that bubble's at, because we don't want the bubbles. No bubbles. And of course now there's a mess. Because if I'm not making a mess, then I'm just not crafting. Now this video is a little longer than most, and I apologize for that. But there was just so much yummy stuff in that box, you guys. I couldn't not show you. I couldn't just be like, Cookie sent me a box. I had some great stuff. We'll see some of it later on in, coming videos. No, you had to see it all because it was just so great. We're going to get this filled the rest of the way up. Make an even bigger mess because, well, it's me. And then we'll pour the rest of it into my skull mold. This skull, I looked at it through the through the silicone, and I have no hope for the skull being cute at all. It's got so many different colored layers in it, but it's okay. It's okay. Get the cup scraped out because we're not wasting any resin. And we're going to let it cure. And it's all cured up. And it's still pretty soft, but that's okay. It's okay. It could be a little soft. We don't mind. Get the ends out first. Okay, it was a lot of soft, you guys. But it's okay. In the end, it came out of the mold just fine. Oh, look. Absolutely no interference powder. And all the green glitter sunk to the bottom. Oh, this was definitely not my day for crafting. Make sure everything's sitting pretty. Because it does have those ridge lines on it for holding it because of the way the sides of the piece of candy slant down. Yeah. Maybe maybe it's just the mold who don't like me. Maybe it's the resin. Maybe it's the colors. I don't know. If somebody could tell me the trick to the interference pattern, actually getting it to immerse itself throughout the resin and stay mixed in there and not float all to the top, because that's what it did. It floated all to the top on the back side for some reason. I didn't know it did that. I don't know if maybe it's the brand, because I mean, I can't recall ever seeing anybody using Rolio interference powder. I do see the Blue Elephant Gifts. I see on her channel that she uses a lot of Rolio pigments, but I can't recall ever seeing her use the interference powder, or my mind is just going blank. But I'm going to take this gold and do these lines. Now, I need to get my hands on a much finer tipped gold pen, because the thinnest one that I have is still a chiseled edge, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out. But at least we tried. It was more of a mess than a success, for sure. And no matter what I did, I just could not make it work to where it made me happy and made me go, yes, that should be there. I don't know if maybe it was the coloring or the fact that this pen just was not cooperating at all. And see, my first hint should have been the fact that I was having to actually color with it rather than just draw a straight line. That should have been my first clue that this was not going to work out. But nope, my stubborn self, we just had to keep going to make sure to figure out that, hey, it generally is not going to fully work out. Yeah, I wasted a whole lot of time for nothing here, and I apologize. I really wish I could have left this in. I think it would have brightened up the piece quite a bit, but hey, hindsight's 2020. I know I need a better, thinner gold pen to get into those little ridges. Or I just need a better brand, probably, because this is it's one of the cheapest brands you can get on Amazon. I think I paid like $12, and it's a set of like 8 or 9 pens, something like that. I will say by far, so far, Let's Resin does have the brightest colored and the better chrome pens. I would love to try those new colored J. Diction metallic markers. The colors are just beautiful. I saw them on Steve McDonald's channel. And if you haven't seen that video, please go look up his channel and check out those pens, because they're amazing. And I'm going to try to clean up a little bit of my overwrite, and it still don't work. It just, I don't know. I guess sometimes you got to waste a little time to find out that time was wasted and not well spent, and you could have already been done with the project. But I did try. I tried everything and it just was not working out. Give a little wipe here, a little smudge there, and epic fail. Please forgive the background noise changing. I stepped outside to sit out here for a little bit, and that's not a cricket. That is somebody's crappy air conditioner. But I'm gonna clean this up the best I can and see how it goes. Yeah. I really wish it would have worked out because I really think those gold lines were so pretty in there. But not being able to get them tidy, and they just, no matter what I did, it was just, they were just too thick to go in there. It's just a crappy marker, honestly. I think with a better quality marker and thinner tip, it would have worked out beautifully. So I'm going to go ahead and spray some alcohol in, because my thought process was, well, if I moisten this really good and I kind of tip it and pour it into the crevices, maybe that'll work out better and it'll fill it fuller. And I started doing this really weird squiggly thing, because alcohol will dry. And there you see. Nope, it had to go. And there's a helicopter. My apologies for that. We didn't used to have those things fly over, but in the last 4 years, this area has become less bougie and more yucky. But I did get the Let's Resin pen, and I am going to at least line the outside of this because I do really like the gold on it. It's really pretty, and it just gave it, that finished touch. I like how smooth the Let's Resin pens glide over the epoxy. I haven't tried many other brands, like I said, just this one and the off-brand that I bought, which I gave those to my son and reconfiscated them. I'm an Indian giver, I apologize. My son said, do I have to start saying no takesies, backsies every time you give me something? I'm like, well, you know where they are. You can always come get it. And I really should have dropped my new turntable down for moving this thing around, but of course, of course I didn't. Of course I didn't. That would be too easy. And we don't really do easy here, do we? No. Get the little edges of the wrapper done. I will say this is not a candy I would eat if I saw it in the store. Is that bad? I don't know if you're supposed to make these things and go, oh, it's got to look like something you would eat. I wouldn't eat green sparkly candy. Especially not on black. I mean, maybe on black, because then it would be black licorice flavor, and I'm a huge fan of black licorice. And I have found out that apparently Texans are not, because the only black licorice I have found here is some organic black licorice bites that are very sticky and very chewy. I need one of those giant tubs of the red vines black licorice. That's what I need, and I cannot find it anywhere here in Texas. Not in this part of Texas anyway. Maybe in other parts of Texas, but not here. No luck. And I'm not a fan of red licorice. I know I am probably one of very few people in the world who love black licorice. Very few people. Every time I'm like, ooh, I love black licorice, they're like, ew, gross. You're making me gag. And I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. You probably eat liver. But it is an acquired taste. Now, I do know in California, my ex-father-in-law, he's deceased now, but my two youngest children's father, he introduced me to a plant that was edible. And you could pick it up and put it in your mouth and give it just a little chew, and it tasted like fresh black licorice. Man, me and that plant, every time I went to his house, we was best friends. My hands are not coordinated today. Can you tell? get these little edges done, and then we'll get on to finishing up the rest of this and getting all those cool little confettis that Cookie sent to me down in the bottom. I gotta work on centering things in the middle of my camera. I have a little bit of scribble that I slipped on here. Let me clean that up real quick. And of course I took a little bit of the edge off, so let's put that back on there. Now I found these other little candies that I have. They're just little tiny candies that I thought would go super cute in this. And the boo had some of the coloring rubbed off, so I had to find a second boo. But that's okay. We're just going to drop these down in here and then fill the bottom up with resin and go on from there. I just want to make sure I can fit everything. In hindsight, when I was finished, I did look down, and lo and behold, I forgot to stick the little scary black cat in there, which broke my heart because he's so adorable, and he just wanted to be in the project. Yeah, let me flip that right side up, otherwise it's gonna say something completely different than RIP. Now, I purchased this candy shaped mold off of Amazon, and I believe it was Amazon. It must have been a mold that somebody else had returned, because if you've seen, I was using the Q-tip trying to rub something off. I noticed in a couple of spots there is some pink residue from something, and I didn't use anything pink paste or anything in this project. But nonetheless, there was definitely something on the mold when I took it, because I took this straight out of the package brand new. There should have been nothing on it, so it had to have been a return that had been used, and I didn't notice that the stuff was on there because it was down in the little wrapper cavities, the little side pieces, so I didn't see them. I need to start inspecting my molds better when I get them. But I'm going to mix up about 2.5 ounces of resin here, get it poured in, get everybody situated, and start dropping the little tiny candies in there. It makes a very cute little dish for putting some Halloween candies out if you got some company over. It's good just as a little piece to decorate with. I'm really happy with it. I think it came out really well. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. Let me know what you would have done different, what you would have added, what you would have taken away. Somebody please explain the interference powder to me, because it was a fail. Which makes me nervous because I really want to work with the interference powders more in different things. But if they just float to the surface, what would be the sense in it? I'm sure I've seen people who've gotten them to stick down in the resin throughout the whole piece, but for some reason, for me, they were just like, no, we just want to be on the top where we can't be seen. Let's get everybody situated. Make sure there's space for the little candies between. Spray some alcohol, and I don't care if it gets an almond blush at this point. There's so much wrong with this piece that who cares? I've never had almond blush, but you never know. They say alcohol does it. I don't know if it's the resin I'm using, if it's just deterrent to it, but but now I do need to find the other little boo. Nope, that's a spooky. Shake them out in my hand because apparently I buried all the booze at the bottom of the jar. There we go. We got us the boo thing. And really the only space next to it is the orange pumpkin. But it's cute. I absolutely adore this confetti. It is so adorable. Once again, Cookie, thank you so much for everything. I did open the little envelope that was on the back of the painting because when I pulled it off there, it felt weird, and I appreciate what you sent inside the little envelope. It's going to come in handy. I don't use that regularly. Everything's done off of plastic, but it was weird to see it after not seeing it in so long. Because, like I said, I do everything with plastic. But thank you so much, Cookie. I appreciate everything you give me. All the time you spend with me on Messenger means the world to me. It's nice to have someone that I know that I can contact and just shoot the shit with, or just chat, or I can share my projects and they get it when it fails, and they get it, when it doesn't go the way everything is planned. But I'm going to drop some of these little candies down in here and fill this the rest of the way up. Not with resin. Not with, I mean, the void space, so it doesn't look quite so sparse. Because we do want to leave room to drop some little candies in the dish if we want to. They don't give you many colors. Now, I wish I would have found the other confettis that I saw after the fact. I have little lollipops. They're just little plastic charms, little tiny plastic charms, but I think some of the lollipops would have been cute in it too. But hey, we can use those in another project later. So it's okay. Once again, I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed to my channel. I'm getting so close to that 1,000 mark. I'm halfway through the hours needed to become a YouTube partner. So if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. It's free. It is the best way to show support for a YouTube channel. It's the easiest way, and like I said, it doesn't cost nothing. It really don't. And I try to be fun, and I'm always messy. If you don't mind messy, then I'm your girl. But thank you all for being here and watching the video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said, I apologize that this one is a little bit longer than usual, but there's just so many goodies inside that package that I wanted to share it with all of you. The Halloween collaboration is coming up. All videos will be aired on October 12th, if I remember correctly. I will recheck the date and let you know if anything changes. I actually have to go look into the rules for it and make sure I do everything right for it. But I will be seeing you definitely for that, and I will be setting that as a premiere. So hopefully you can all pop in at the right time. Drop me a comment. Let me know what time is best for you guys in Central Time for USA. Let me know what the best time, and I will set my video to air for that time so that we can all be there and chat and get to know each other better, because I'd like to know you guys. I'd like to conversate with you guys outside of just a random comment, but actually live chat with you guys. I think it would be fun, and it would be very enjoyable to get to know each other. And we're a family here. We're not just a YouTube channel making stuff. We're here to uphold each other, uplift each other, and provide just some mental health stability, because there's just so much yuck in the world, that being able to connect with other human beings. I don't do it personally on a physical level. I'm just not a people person. I stay home. I don't leave the house, but very rarely. But I want to know you guys. I want to know what you think, real time. So please let me know down in the comments what the best time for you guys is, so that I can make sure that my premiere goes up at the right time and we can all meet up here, conversate, and get to know each other a little better. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. We'll hit this with a little more alcohol, make sure there's no bubbles. I think it turned out cute. Let me know what you think. hit that thumbs up, share with friends that you think might enjoy this, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.